now. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, it's Miles Michaelis.
He has a great ability to command a game, Boog, but in order for that to happen today, he's got to limit damage, make smart pitches, and avoid big innings. If he were a golfer, we'd say he needs to avoid any double bogeys out there, and if he does, his scorecard is going to look pretty good at the end of the day.
Next offering is in the dirt.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. And now here's a speed threat. Outfielder, Sal Frelick. Late with the swing there. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. Out number 2. Now it's Christian Yelich.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And that's a fair ball.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And here is Hoskins. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. Back here with my pal Singy, and taking the ball for Milwaukee, Tobias Myers.
Well, he's not a rookie, but still very young in this game, learning his craft. I think the key is getting consistent reps and the opportunity to develop his stuff. Looking forward to watching him pitch in this one.
Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. And there's a ball. There's a swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strike.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And he deals. Center field. Makes the catch for the out. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. That's in there. 2-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone. Here's Nolan Gorman. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-2.
Two down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Back here in St. Louis, top of the second. Now here's Jake Bauers. Ah, that hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to
base.
start the inning. Up now for Milwaukee, Joseph Ortiz. Outside
No,
low.
that's the ball.
And now 3-1.
3-1.
Second inning here, no score.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Got him! And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. And that's outside. Bowers, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And it's
3
filled
ball.
up.
2 strike.
Oh, great stop. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. Next for the Brewers, Vinny Capra. Next offering is in for a strike.
But if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the
2 ball.
pitch.
2 strike.
Goes down looking. Bottom of the second. Here's Nolan Arenado. Into center. And it falls. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating.
Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. He circles the bases. His first homer of the year, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-0. Jordan Walker will hit next. Swing and a miss.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
That one misses, and it's 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Yohel Pozo next up for the Cardinals. One down, base is empty. And that one is downstairs. 2-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2 ball. 2 strike.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. And it remains 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And up next for St. Louis, Victor Scott. That one pushed to the left and foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here in St. Louis, on to the 3rd inning. And now Eric Haas. Foul ball there. Missing inside, and the count now even up.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
This is Bryce Terang. 1 down, base is empty. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Hard hit, left field, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Now here is Sal Frelick. Ground ball left side, could be 2. The throw to second is offline. Big at bat coming up with Christian Yelich stepping in.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Terang at second, Frelick at first, 1 gone. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Rhys Hoskins to the plate. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
1 strike.
Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Up the middle, Wynn. Tosses to first, 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Back here at Busch Stadium as we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's going to be Mason Wynn. The 1-1 is fouled off. Gets a piece and stays alive. And that one way outside. And it's 2-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. Digging in, Lars Nootbaar. Swings and misses. And the count
1 ball,
1-2.
2 strike.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw over to Bowers. And two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third. Here comes Wilson Contreras.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
And now 1-2.
1-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Start of the fourth. Up now for Milwaukee, Jake Bowers. In the air, right side. Walker makes the grab, one down. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they catch a break as they get a base runner at first. Man at first. Now the third baseman, Vinny Capra. That one fouled off. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Tyler Alexander.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nolan Gorman.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Swing and a miss at one above the zone. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Here's Nolan Arenado. Remember Mark Kotsay? He was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. And it's fouled away.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And now it's 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's a walk.
Take it back.
Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find his zone.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
And they'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside. So 2 down now, and here is Jordan Walker. Arenado leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Now one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a swing and a miss, and that's that. We go to the top of the fifth. Here's the Brewers catcher now, Eric Haas. Here's a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Scott on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Next for Milwaukee, Bryce Terang. In the dirt, 2-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Just one out remaining for the Brewers. And now here is Sal Frelick. Here's a 1-1.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
That misses off the outside edge.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run and the on-deck.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front, and
he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Michaelis is just one strike away. It looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field.
Throw to first, ball game. And the Cardinals claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, it was a tough day at the plate for the hitters. Only able to scratch out a couple of hits, but some really good pitching, some good defense. You don't expect to win the game when you only put up 2 hits, but somehow they found a way to get it done.